I honestly did not think this was going to work. I saw people try the shaving cream marbling trick on different materials, and I wondered what would happen if I tried it on leather. So I gave it a shot, and the results completely surprised me. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how I did it so that you can try it too. You only need a handful of items to make this work. First is shaving cream, and you want the foam kind, not the gel kind, because the texture makes all the difference. Next is leather dye. I went with oxblood and light brown, but you can use whatever colors fit the look you're going for. Then, of course, you need vegetable tanned leather, since that's the type that takes dye the best. Painter's tape and aluminum foil are optional, but they do make the process smoother. The tape helps protect the back of your leather, and the foil is nice to lay down on your workbench to keep things clean. Before I started dyeing, I cut out my leather pieces. I then applied painter's tape to the flesh side of each piece so that the back of the leather would stay clean. Then I laid out all of the pieces on the table and traced a border around them. That border is basically a guide that tells me how much shaving cream I need to spread down. It's an easy little step that saves time and keeps the mess under control. Once the prep is done, it's time for the fun part. I covered the entire area inside my border with shaving cream. You want a thick, even layer, somewhere around 1 to 2 inches tall. Too thin and the dye will not transfer evenly. Too thick and the leather can sink in too far. This layer is your canvas, so take a minute to spread it out evenly. Now comes the creative part of the process. I started by applying alternating lines of dye across the shaving cream. That gave me a simple base pattern to work with. From there, I grabbed some toothpicks and began swirling the lines together, which created that marbling effect without fully blending the colors. This step is where you can really experiment. You can grab a fork to make wider swirls, a brush for a softer effect, or even just use your fingers to drag the dye through. Every tool will give you a slightly different look. The key is to not overdo it. If you keep mixing the colors too much, they start to blend into one muddy shade. The design you see on the surface is exactly what you'll see transfer onto your leather, so once you like the way it looks, stop right there. With the design finished, it's time to place the leather. I took each piece and pressed it gently into the shaving cream. You want firm pressure so the entire surface makes contact with the dye, but not so much that you push all the way through the shaving cream. Think of it like stamping the pattern onto the leather. I also tried to press out any air pockets in the shaving cream so that no part of the leather was left untouched. I let the pieces sit for about 5 minutes before wiping them clean. Right away, the pattern looked amazing. The marbling transferred better than I expected, and each piece came out looking completely unique. From there, I applied a layer of leather balm to bring out the color and condition the surface. Then I stitched the pieces together, burnished all the edges until they were smooth, and that gave me the final product. The transformation from plain veg-tanned leather to a fully marbled wallet was incredible. This piece is honestly one of my favorite experiments so far. The marbling effect looks like something you would never expect to see on leather, and I love how each piece turns out different. If you decide to try this yourself, leave a comment and show me your results because I would love to see how your design turns out. Also, let me know what other dyeing techniques you want to see me test in the future. This wallet is going up on my website in the small batch section. It's completely one of a kind, and no one else will ever have one that looks just like yours. If you want it, keep an eye out because it'll be listed soon. Link to my website is in my bio. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.